Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my review of WrestleMania XL Behind the Curtain. So for people who don't know, the Wednesday after WrestleMania we were meant to be getting a documentary explaining the build-up to WrestleMania XL. That documentary never aired, and a couple of months later we're finally getting the documentary, and it showed all the backstage shenanigans, everything that was going on in the build-up to WrestleMania XL. Mainly the main event of Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth, and then also Roman versus Cody night 2. So it was mainly the two main events they were talking about, but it was the build up to that and going into detail. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's on WWE's YouTube channel. It's an hour long and it's a really good watch, and I just want to discuss my feelings about it and some of the stuff that came up, and just wanted to talk to you guys about it. I thought it'd be an interesting video. So the main thing that kind of bugged me, that didn't make any sense to me, is that, right, so they said that, so they had the Rock and Roman plans, they seeded it in 2015, and they're like, okay, when eventually they'll come around, we could do this. And then they've also planned Cody and Roman as the main event for, like, Cody Roman 2 for the main event. So they had both main events planned. They were going to run with both of them and just see what happened, I guess. So they both went with both of them. The thing that bugged me is that Triple H told Cody before the Royal Rumble that The Rock versus Roman would be the main event of WrestleMania. So if that was the case, and they also said the CM Punk versus Seth was the initial idea for the World Heavyweight title. If that was the case, then why did Cody win the Royal Rumble still? Like, surely CM Punk should have won the Royal Rumble if they planned to have CM Punk versus Seth for the World Heavyweight title, and Rock versus Roman as, like, you know, his own thing, and Cody's not going for either title, then why would he win the Royal Rumble? That's what I just don't understand. It didn't make any sense to me. And I'm thinking about it, is like, was Triple H doing like 3D chess here? Was this like a mind game that he was planning against The Rock? Like, was his plan that maybe he knew that people would be pissed off and people would revolt if Cody won the Royal Rumble and didn't go to WrestleMania? Was this like a risky play? I don't know. That's the interesting thing. I mean, that was the thing that struck me the most watching this. But yeah, I thought it was interesting that they said they planned out both main events. They didn't know which one to go for, and they kind of just went with what the audience wanted in the end. And it was like, Rock versus Roman obviously is a big match. It'd be a big match, whatever. But they thought this year had to be Cody Roman. This was the one that was built up to it. They had a hot year for Cody building up into it. And they go, all right, well, we're going to pivot. We're going to pivot into this. And we're going to pivot into Cody versus Roman 2 at WrestleMania Night 2, which was like the greatest pivot probably in wrestling history. And it's also interesting to think because The Rock was saying we could have powered through. We could have stayed the course. Could have had Rock versus Roman, and we could have just stuck with it, and people would have liked it, maybe, or disliked it. But he didn't want to annoy He didn't want to annoy a big portion of the fan base, a vocal portion of the fan base, and he thought, no, we're better off changing course. I don't think that would have happened in the Vince McMahon. Maybe, like, we kind of had that with Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30, so maybe it would have changed course. But I feel like Triple H is a lot more open-minded. Also, this is what feels like this is more Triple H's baby was Cody Roman. That was his storyline he was going for with Paul Heyman and all the people, all the pieces. So I thought it was interesting. Also, like, it makes you think, if CM Punk didn't get injured, what was the plan? You know, I guess maybe it would have just been CM Punk versus Seth instead of Drew, right? And then they still would have done the tag match, and then the same thing would have happened night 2, maybe? I'm not sure. That's an interesting thought process. We'll never know now, I suppose, unless more expose comes out. But yeah, I thought this was a really interesting documentary. I love the fact that this essentially, they thought, because of the pivot, because the people were upset, they went for a Rock heel turn. And I think that was a really good move. Rock, the final boss Rock, is one of the best versions of The Rock we've had in a long time. And I'm glad he wasn't just nostalgia Rock, which is what we've had for the last 10 years. Just coming back, doing his own catchphrases, being nostalgic and all that. No, he actually had a new character. They built up a new stuff. and heel final boss Rock. It's like an evolution. It's like a combination of the Nation Domination Rock and Hollywood Rock, or corporate Rock, all three of them, I guess. It's like a hybrid, and he called it Rock 10.0. Don't know what happened to 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, like up to 9.0. Don't know where they went, but yeah, this is Rock 10.0, the final boss. Yeah, I thought this was a really good documentary. It's really interesting. I was actually tearing up a little bit when we got to the end when Cody won the belt, because it was like you could see how much it meant to him. It's fascinating. It was really fascinating. Definitely worth watching. The fact that they told Cody they didn't like, and also Triple H said he didn't know what to do with Cody. Cody was like, "So what happens to me now if Rock Roman goes ahead?" And he said, "I don't know." Triple H had no idea what to do with Cody, which is kind of crazy to think. It was a pure chaos build to WrestleMania XL with those two main events, but it worked out really well. It was one of the best WrestleManias I've ever seen, and the main event at night 2 just was incredible. Yeah, and also it makes me think now. So are we getting? So I think it's gonna be a trilogy of matches. So we had Cody versus Roman 2. So we're gonna get Rock Roman and Cody Rock, right? Those are the two matches we're going to get at some point. And I think they're both going to be WrestleMania matches. That makes sense. Are we getting Cody versus Rock first and then Roman versus Rock? Or are we getting Roman versus Rock and then Cody versus Rock? I don't know. I feel like it makes more sense to have Roman versus Rock first, because if Cody's got the belt, you could do a Randy Orton match or something. I had a video. I had a video lined up where I might discuss who I think is going to mainline WrestleMania 41 and what's going to happen at 41. That's a plan for another video for another day. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting thought process. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Did you enjoy this documentary? What did you think? Do you have any thoughts about WrestleMania XL? Did you think, is there something I missed that you picked up on, which you thought was really interesting? I would love to hear your opinions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, too sweet. Later, guys. Comment, like, subscribe, and too sweet. There's subscribe button.